Let's go. Back in the canoe. Potentially the last day. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. The wind is nasty again today. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, so we're done. I'm done. Good morning. It's about 5:30. And between the train you can hear the roosters and the crows. There's just no chance of sleeping. So sleepy. Good morning. So it's just before 8 o'clock. I got woken up by the chickens and the train and the crow, the frickin' crows. But I managed to get back to sleep for a little bit longer. I'm in Minaki. I got 21 miles to go to get to Kenora, so it's hard to tell what the wind's doing today. I'm sort of blocked from it here in this bay. And there's definitely some wind. You can hear it up there on the trees. But it's really hard to tell which way it's going. In this bay it was swirling when I was coming in yesterday. So yeah, hopefully it's behind me. If it's behind me, 100% I'm going to get that 21 miles done. If it's against me like yesterday I did 12. No rush. I'm just going to enjoy my last couple of days, or my last day, or my last 2 days. So let's get packed up and let's get out on the river.
Day 99 and the last time I'll be packing up camp for the year. And it feels good. Not in a loud, cheering kind of way, more like a deep, quiet exhale. The kind that comes after 100 mornings of rolling out of my sleeping bag and stepping out into the cold. Because canoeing across Canada isn't just paddling, it's work. From the moment I wake up to the moment I fall asleep. It's a full-time job and then some. It starts every single day with the same routine. Break down camp, organize my gear, load the boat, prepare for whatever the world throws at me, paddle all day, set up camp, cook my dinner, and go to sleep. Rain or shine, fatigue or fire. So today, knowing that I won't be doing that tomorrow, yeah, it feels good. It means I've come a long way. It means I've earned a pause. And it means I get to carry forward not just the miles, but the resilience I've built with them. One packed up camp at a time. A big thanks to Josh and his family for letting me crash on their lawn for the night.
I'm Josh, this is my place.
Perfect.
It meant a lot after my difficult paddle yesterday. So if you're ever up in Minaki and you're looking for a fishing adventure, check out Josh's place, Pine and Paddle. It's a great spot, great people, and the kind of hospitality you don't forget. So shoot him a message if you're heading that way. And Josh, if you're watching this, thanks again, mate.
Oh. Hello. Alright, so potentially the last day. Potentially. We're gonna see what the wind's doing once we get out there. And we're not gonna know what the wind's doing for about 5 minutes because yesterday the wind was coming one way, and as soon as I pulled into this bay where I stayed last night, the wind was going a completely different way. So we're gonna paddle out there and see what happens when we get to the channel. Well, it's pretty windy and it's not in my direction. I still need to get around that point. The wind's now funneling through here, coming this way. And I think when I get round that point in front of me there and turn right, I'll be protected, at least, but it's not in my favor. It's not in my favor today. Again, that's okay. It is what it is. Now wind is nasty again today. Nasty. But just in front of me here, I've just made it to the point. So as soon as I come around this corner, it should all just calm down. And there we go. Nice and calm, for a little bit at least. Oh, it's beautiful in here. All right, let's see if we can catch a couple of good fish. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right. Fish on. He's only little though, I think. Yeah, he's only little. Just a little guy. Here, buddy. Here in Ontario with the walleye, the limit, the only ones you're allowed to keep, it was between 35 and 45 centimeters. Anything else, you can't keep. I'm not really thinking about it because I'm not going to keep any. That's why I'm not too worried about the exact measurements. But I think that's what it is. In fact, I just said in Ontario, but actually every river, every lake is slightly different. Not even slightly different. Every river and every lake is different with sizes and what you can and can't have. To be honest with you, it's pretty annoying to try to keep up with what you can and can't do. I understand it, don't get me wrong, I understand it. But it's not just one rule across the board, it's per waterway. Which can be confusing, you know. Especially for me, because this Winnipeg River, every time it's narrow, they call it a river. Every time it opens up, they call it a different lake. And so there's all these different, like hundreds and hundreds of lakes around here. And I'm going through multiple a day. And it's just too hard to try to keep up with what you can and can't have in each one. So I just don't, and I put them back. All right, so the wind has actually shifted. It's kind of coming from the west, which has allowed me to be able to sail for a little bit. The river's going to turn. It's turning quite a lot at the end here towards Kenora, so I'm not going to be able to use it all the time. But right now, we're sailing. It's starting to rain. You can see here where the water level has been not that long ago.
So as you know, I've been paddling against the current, and that's a challenge all on its own. At first it's daunting. The resistance, the drag, and the way the river just pushes back after every stroke. But it's interesting how quickly something difficult can become familiar. And after a few hours or a couple of days, it's no longer this scary, overwhelming thing. It just becomes what I do, kind of part of the job. And today, on this final day of the year, the water's definitely working against me. But there's one section up ahead that I spotted on the map this morning. And I knew right away that was going to be my toughest stretch for the day. But now I see it differently than I did at the start of the trip. I don't flinch. I don't search for the easy way out. I meet it head on. I've got the confidence to face what's in front of me, and the mindset to take on the hard route, even when there might be an easier one.
It's moving a bit quicker in here. It gets pretty narrow here, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. It might be too fast for me, but at the moment it looks okay. Whew. No. A few whirlpools. Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom. Oh, we're slowly going forward. Slowly. Come on. There's a little mini eddy here that I can have a little break in. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. All right, let's do this next one. This one looks a little harder. There's a bit of that water movement. I can't quite see around the corner, but there's a little bit of... Oh, shit. Sorry, canoe. Oh, that's what it is. It's a rock. Let's see if we can push over this. Get out of here, rocks. Come on. Up and over, up and over. Come on. Yes. Whew. I think there's one more, and then it opens up, and then here's a little back eddy that pushes you forward, gives you a little run up. All right, let's take advantage of this run up. Oh, that looks a bit different. I'm going to stop here and just pull it past this one, I think. I don't want to risk it and then end up going backwards and start again. Oh, probably would have made that actually, but I've stopped now. The canoe did it on its own. I didn't even pull. Nice. Oh, that's a slippery rock. Ah. All right, that was a good little push. Whoa, that was a lot of water. Got it. So the thing about going through those narrows that we just went through, it was a little bit of fun. You know, it's like a little challenge, but I didn't need to go through it. There was another way round, which probably would have been a lot easier, but that way was just more challenging, and I'm glad I did it because I had a bit of excitement to the day. It just got pretty dark, and it's 1:30. And last time it did that a few days ago, it absolutely poured down. So maybe there's some rain coming. I started in the rain this trip, so it'll only be fitting to finish in the rain. So I'm obviously getting closer to Kenora because there's lots of cabins now. For the last 2 days I've started to see cabins. Yesterday morning it was like just a few scattered around, but now they're everywhere. Hey ducks. It's funny how when you come up to a duck, they get in the water, whereas they could have just stayed where they were and be way better off. But instead they all... and then they just panic like that. Oh, to be a duck. Got a bit of wind behind me. Again. Pop that.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Is that your sail?
It is.
That's pretty clever.
Well, my last little walk around. I'm going to walk around this. I'm not going to get this close to my end point and then make a mistake. That would just be the worst. So I'm just going to walk around. Alright, so we just went under Kenora bypass, or I think it's like highway 17A, which means we're 1.5 miles away. So I was thinking about just doing one more night out in nature before finishing the trip. But now that I'm here in Kenora, and there's definitely a lot of nature around and things, but it doesn't feel the same. I suppose my last night I was thinking to have the same experiences as I've had in the previous few months, but with all the cabins around, it just doesn't feel the same. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to carry on to Kenora. And then I got my friend Kelly, who helped me out in Winnipeg a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago maybe, 10 days ago. He's coming to pick me up and yeah, take me back to Winnipeg. And he's kindly offered to hold on to my canoe and my camping gear and things over winter. So when I come back next spring, I'll pick it all up from his place, come back to Kenora and carry on. Less than a mile to go. Oh, they're gonna make me work for the last mile. Let's see if we can push over this one. There. Come on, Tom. There. Yes. Making me work for my last little mile, eh? All right. This is it. Just around this corner. So I'm pulling out in a bay called Rideout Bay, which is basically Kenora. Kenora is just there. It's kind of a strange feeling. Like, I feel like I should be excited. I'm relieved. Like no, I'm not relieved. It's not the right word. I'm not excited. It's a little bit surreal, like how do I say it? I'm not excited because the trip's not over. Kenora's not my goal. Montreal's my goal. So I'm so, like, don't get me wrong, I'm so happy that I've made it here. This alone is a huge achievement for me, you know. Yeah, I am stoked that I've made it this far. And I know that the second half, like, I know I'm going to do it. You know, I know that, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to a break. I'm definitely looking forward to a break. Everything I have to say, there's like a but, you know, like, it's like I'm looking forward to this break, but also I know that I'm going to miss this. Just the simplicity of it, and the beauty, and every day waking up to birds and opening up my tent, and there's the river, or there's the lake, there's nature, always. Good morning. Let's see what this day looks like. 100% of the time. I'm gonna miss that, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back next year to finish this journey, to finish this adventure. But for now, I've got about 20 more meters to go. That broken dock is my end goal for this year. It was going to be Thunder Bay. My original goal was to get to Thunder Bay, but I got injured. You know, I was in the path for almost 2 weeks. For 12 days I was there. I think it would have been around that 2 weeks to get from here to Thunder Bay, as well as the capsize. That put me back a few days. Oh, as well as just weather at the very beginning really slowed me down. I think I would have made Thunder Bay had those things not happened, but you know, I can't say that. I can't say had those things not happened. That's what happened, you know. So, but you know, I don't feel bad about not reaching that goal. It was kind of, I felt like it was out of my hands a little bit. So Kenora, I'm pretty sure, I haven't measured, but I'm pretty sure Kenora is more or less very close to halfway. And I'm not saying halfway as far as time wise. I think the second half of this trip's going to take me longer because of the amount of portaging that's involved. But I think as far as distance, like kilometers, I think this is the halfway point. more or less. And there you go. Just pulled my canoe up for the last time this year. I think I'm going to take a swim. I'm going to have a last little swim. My last little natural bath. Kelly's not here yet, obviously, so I've got a bit of time to process my last few months, have a swim, and just enjoy it before getting in the car and driving away. Well, I thought I was over, but Kelly can't get close enough in the car. Google Maps is saying there's a road here, but it's fenced off further up here, so he can't get here. So back in the canoe. Oh, I thought I was done. Back in the it's only a few hundred more meters, but still. Let's go back in the canoe. Alright, so we're done. I'm done for the year. I just got changed into some clean clothes that was in the bottom of my bag. And we're going to go to the pub for a celebratory Pepsi. Because remember, I said I'm not going to have a beer until I get to Montreal. And that's next year. So, off to the pub for a Pepsi. Let's go.
Before I dive into season 2, I really do want to hear from you. The folks who have been following on through all the paddles, portages, and questionable choices I made. What did you enjoy the most? Were there moments that stood out, topics you found interesting, maybe something that I totally missed that you'd like to see next time? I'm all ears. Next season I'm planning to switch a few things up a bit and try some new things. But at the end of the day, you're the ones watching, and I want this to be something we build together. So please let me know your thoughts. Also, I'd like to do a bit of a Q&A. So if there's anything you're curious about, whether it's gear, the trip, my sanity, drop your questions in the comments. Nothing's off limits. I'll pick out a bunch to answer in some up and coming episodes. And I just want to say how grateful I am, and thanks for sticking around this far. So that's it for this part of the journey. And to be honest, I wasn't really excited about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm proud. Like, what a great sense of achievement to make it that far, to go 99 days and thousands of paddles. You know, I'm so proud of my achievement. Don't get me wrong. But the truth is, this trip isn't over. I'm only halfway, which makes it very difficult to celebrate. I know there's so much more ahead of me. There's more work. There's more everything. There's more paddles. There's more miles. There's more cold mornings. There's more wet days. There's more solitude, there's more isolation, there's more... I'm only halfway, so it just makes it so hard to celebrate. But that said, it's been epic. Like, it's been incredible. The kind of experience that humbles you, that teaches you so much about yourself. It's the kind of trip that makes you pay attention. From the raw beauty of the land, to the people that I met, to the wildlife encounters that I had, to the sheer grind of just moving forward every day. It's been unforgettable. Right now, I'm in Colombia, just waiting for the ice to melt before I can head back and start the second half of the trip. And as of today, May 5th, 2025, it looks like most of the ice on Lake of the Woods has melted. There's still a little bit there. So it looks like I'm only a few weeks away from heading back, because Lake of the Woods is my starting point for the second half. So the adventure continues in just a few weeks. But in the meantime, I've got a few episodes to show you guys of what I got up to during the winter. what I got up to while I was trying so hard not to think about the second half of the trip. Honestly, I was just trying to enjoy my time off, but it was so hard just knowing what's ahead of me. But anyway, I am super excited to show you guys what I got up to in the off season, let's say. Yeah, I'm just super excited to show you guys that. So I just want to say a big thanks, a huge thanks for following along on this first half of the trip. I'm making some big changes for the second half. Just when I say changes, I mean the filming side of it, the way I'm going to film it. Yeah, I'm going to put a lot more thought into it, and you know, I think the first half of the trip was more about just surviving and getting through the days, and I was setting goals for myself every day to reach certain points every day. And the second half, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to film it better. I'm going to put less pressure on myself to reach certain goals in the day, and just focus on enjoying it. You know, really want to enjoy my time. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week with some different material. Cheers, guys.
So once again, please like, share, subscribe, and say hi in the comments below. And if you want to support my channel in a bigger way, then please consider becoming a patron, where you'll get first opportunity to come sailing with me, real-time updates, and much more. Becoming a patron keeps the journey going and the videos coming each week, and none of this would be possible otherwise. Just click the link in the description below. And don't forget to check out my swag store at www.whatintheswag.com and get yourself some merch. Also, don't forget I'm a sailboat captain, so if you need a captain or crew, then head to my website. It's www.yachtdeliver.com. Fill out the simple form and I can deliver your boat or captain a charter in any location of your choice. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Big valley, beautiful sight. Coming in quick, a little low in tide. Gonna catch you just right, pull you up to outer space. Wasn't that a good day? Red guitar, purple haze, stick glove and the ball was all you needed. I liked it. Sing me back, mama, sing me back. 'Cause I'd give it all